Hello YgoPro here, and welcome to an updated deck profile with Demise Qliphort, using the card Demise engine to make a nice degenerate deck that is designed to screw over the meta. So with that in mind, it's not always that good against non-metas. For example, Despot, that can be a bit of an issue for this deck, particularly if you Growth, obviously, but the deck has decent amount of consistency. It's still very strong. It's not exactly tier 1, it's very high tier 2, the deck essentially. But it's very fun to play, not very fun for your opponent, and if you like the Demise versions, this is one of the best versions you can play. So without further ado, let's go into the deck profile. We run one Monolith and one Scout. Scout's basic searcher, Monolith is draw engine, 2 stealth, as stealth is still very good, a non-chainable effect that protects your other effects from going off, which is pretty brilliant. 1 shell for double attacking, generally don't gain effect, mainly used as a monster under skill drain. 2 Helix as their bases for MST, which is quite good when they're tributed. Also helps for the Monarch match. If your opponent Stormfalls while you have a Helix or a Carrier on board and they tribute that, you can use your monster's effect, which is very good. And then 2 Carrier as it bounces back monsters when tributed, which is very nice indeed. Only 9 monsters because you need a small count for card demise to gain maximum. We're running triple Card of Demise, which is the best card of the deck. Draw 3 cards if you have no hands, and if you don't use them this turn, you lose them this turn. So it has some drawbacks. You also can't special summon that turn or do any more damage for the rest of the turn. So if you are going to poke for some minor direct damage, do it and then do the demise afterwards. So you can still do damage and get draws at the same turn. It can sometimes, you have to choose whether you want to either pendulum summon that turn or demise, but most times you will generally demise, because that demise gives you more power, gives you more access to your forces, more access to your floodgates, more access to your counter traps, which is what you need. So yeah, it's a brilliant card and it's allowing it to compete as a tier 2 deck. To some of that, mainly because there is the problem that you can dead draw this card after you've got your Scout and your Monolith, which has happened quite a lot. I'm not sure if I want to bump it back up to 3 though, because I didn't see it as much as I liked when I was running at 2, but for now it's fine at 2, it doesn't dead draw as much. Maybe the best way to play it, to be fair. Then we have triple Pot of Duality. Add 1 card after Excavation, very good to combo with Card Demise, set your Pot of Duality, Card Demise draw 3, then Pot of Duality, you know which one you want to add now to your hand, depending on what you didn't get from the Card Demise, which is very good. Plus there's a restriction to not special summon, so it doesn't hurt any further than Demise does. 1 Stormfall, this is a bit of a test. It actually worked quite nice when I was playing on stream yesterday, so day before, because this will probably be up on Saturday. So I'm fine with this actually in the deck. I've got 1 style as well. It's good for aggressive stance when you're going second. Then we have 1 Sacrifice, which is our quick spell, makes them indestructible by battle, and is also a searcher for your monsters. And then 2 Necro Valley, because it's brilliant against the meta. There's a lot of decks that don't like Necro Valley, particularly Monarchs. Combo this with Massacre Restrict. How are they going to defend themselves? Except from Twin Twister, but you've got deflectors in that turn anyway, so that's quite good. And then we have the traps. We have 1 Climate Change, which I am now liking a lot more. Originally I was tempted to take this out. I tried it without and I didn't like it. I tried it back in on stream yesterday and it was brilliant. It was adding the pieces that I needed after I'd used them already in the pendulum scale. Plus it added back my Scout for whenever I need it. You can flip it over when the occasion rises, when you want to use your stealth ability or you want to use your Scout. So it's a brilliant card, plus it baits background. Then we have triple Drowning Mirror Force, the newest Mirror Force that shuffles back all those monsters into their deck if they attack directly, which is absolutely brilliant, one of the best trap cards in the game at the moment. That's not a cow trap. Then 1 Soul Transition, you might want to bump this up to 2. It's a good card. It can set off your Helix and Carrier effects and also get you a draw and do it on your opponent's turn. but currently I only own one, so I'm only trying out one at the moment. Then one Magic Deflector. Originally this was 2 of in the deck. I bumped it down to 1 mainly because there are other outs to your board other than the Twin Twister and MST. So I'm currently siding 1 and maining 1. I may put it back up to 2 because I didn't see it as much as I wanted to, but right now it's stable at 1. 2 definitely for the Malak matchup and Vacuum matchup. Then we have 1 Vanity's Emptiness. It's Vanity's Emptiness. It steals games, so why not play it? 1 Recreate. I'm not sure about this card anymore. Originally I put it in just as a searchable Floodgate for when I don't draw any Floodgates. But I'm probably maybe gonna take this out, mainly because I didn't like how I played with it yesterday. It didn't negate much of anything. So I think I might take this out and put back the Deflector because it's a little bit more powerful. Then we have 1 Lose One Turn. I'm not going to take this completely out of the build. Lose One Turn is one of my favourite Floodgates in the game. It just annoys your opponent so much. It can be very good against Cosmo. It can be good against Monarch because it negates Idol's effects. It's good against Burning Abyss and Phantom Knights. So I always want to keep it in. Particularly good against Mermail because I always have an issue with Mermail. And Lose One Turn definitely sorts that. But it's not the best Floodgate in the game at the moment, so I can't play at 2, which I originally did use at. Then 1 Macrocosmos, because it's Macrocosmos, may switch this to the side, no one's sure that. 1 Skill Drain to negate monster effect. It's one of the easiest win conditions in your deck. Then triple Rivalry the Warlords, bump this up to 3 now, because it is the best Floodgate currently you can play, as there are a lot of decks that are multiple types. This really restricts that, which is very good indeed, although it can be susceptible to Breaksword or a Cosmos Slip Rider if they've got a high enough tag out targets. Then we have 2 Chaos Trap All. Originally didn't main this, now I'm going to main this. It's a very good card, negates those summons. It can also negate Pendulum Summon even if it's multiple type. It only negates the Light and Dark monsters though. Should mention that, but that's got a rule on it to actually do that, which is great. Then we have 2 Solemn Strikers, a Solemn Strike and 1 Warning. I don't want to play max of that just because I've got Chaos Trappers anyway, so it's not very necessary to play max strike. It's not as good as Chaos Trapper sometimes. Then onto the extra deck, we have 1 Dante as Cherry's target, 1 Livier, Cherry's target, for Cosmo obviously, for Burning Abyss as well, 1 Gaigai Cowboy because you sometimes need that option, 1 Dweller because it's a Dweller, 1 Magister, Search Out Scout, 1 Diamond Direwolf as it's a free destruction, and Castell because it bounces back monsters, 1 number 82 Harlan Draco for stealing games, 1 Giant Hand to negate monster effects, 1 101 because it's 101. I wanted to put it in 1 deck because I don't play it anymore in most decks. 1 Ouroboros as a Cherry's target, 1 Nova as a Cherry's target for Cosmo, this is for Quantum, 1 Titanic Galaxy, Cherry's target, but you can also make it in this deck, 1 Ultimate Falcon, Cherry's target, and then 1 Ignis Opponents, another Cherry's target. You can see the theme of this extra deck. You generally don't go into it, so you might as well play a load of Cherry targets. So yes, you can put just all fusions in it. I haven't actually exceeded them in this deck yet. Then onto the side, it's only a makeshift side, it's not 100% complete at the moment, so take it with a pinch of salt. Currently it's 2 cherries because I only own 2 of them. I've only been looking to pull 2 of them so far. So it's nice of 2. It's not always the best card to use, but it's decent enough to banish all those Dantes, all those Ignistas, all that Ultimate Falcon you generally won't be able to get over. Then we have 2 Skill Drain for the Qliphort Mirror Match and for Cosmo, 2 MST because Floodgates hurt you a lot. Well, Floodgates that are against Qliphort. I can't think of any off the top of my head, and there are cards that you want to get rid of with MST, so you do need those. 1 Starfall for aggressive plays, 1 Clipper Launch, maybe put this back in the main deck. I did like it, but not always. It's good to protect against system down. And Rogeki, one full house for the Qliphort mirror match, because blowing up 3 of their back row after they've played Demise and 2 scale can be very deadly. 1 deflector for the Monarch matchup, maybe bump this back up to 2 deflector, maybe in the main deck, and then 1 deflector inside. Don't know at the moment which this side was bigger. Triple Massacre Strict because Monarchs are always an annoyance, so you might as well put Max on that. And 2 Imperial Iron Walls for the Cosmo matchup. And it's alright against the Monarch matchup, but I generally don't sign in for that. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this deck profile. Pay 100, feel great. Pay 8, feel great. I got that wrong. So yeah, thank you for watching. Please let us know if you enjoyed this and want to see further content. Please leave a comment below, because just for the deck, just for my channel in general. If there is any specific decks you want to see on my channel, please leave them down below in the comments. If you want to see when I'm streaming, please let the Facebook page in the description below. Thank you for watching. Madarant signing out.